Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday, guys. Let me just get you guys up over here. What's going on, everyone? Alad in the house. What's going on, Alad? Let me pin myself here as well. There we go. We're on. All right. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. I'm in a gold long right now, guys. Just in a combine. I am in a gold long. Gold long from 94.6, trying to get this squeeze higher. Audio and video good, awesome. Thank you, Bruno. Welcome back, everyone. If any of you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Aaron, also known as Aaron Trades. I've been trading for the past 8 years and mainly focused on gold futures here in the European session. So I did take some pre-London buys this morning, guys. Took some longs here before I went out on my morning walk. And now I am trying to squeeze this back high. You guys on Zoom, we spoke about this in the Asia market call yesterday, talking about this long setup. We'll break it all down here as well, guys. We'll look at gold, we'll look at NQ, we can look at silver as well. Let me just get rid of this. I set this before I went for my walk, but I'm just gonna get rid of that hard TP, and we're trying to see if we can squeeze gold up into like 440s, 4,440. Maybe even 4,444. Who knows? We'll see. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here, guys. Let me get the chat up here. I'm in it, man. I'm in it. We're in the trade. We are in the trade. Silver's clean. Yeah, I saw your silver trade, Sean. That was a great trade. Yeah, silver was nice. Daily bias, 1 hour entry. Yeah, nice. We'll look at silver as well. How much did you take on silver, man? How much did you make on silver? Let's have a look here, guys. Let's see. Let me just let me get the trading view up here as well. Good morning, guys. It was up 60 ticks when I realized. Oh no. Cut it, Sean. Why are you trying to set me up there as well, man? Sean trying to set me up there. Oh, that's a shame. Where was your trade on silver from? Where were you in from? Silver, you said daily bias and hourly time frame. So, oh yeah. To be fair, look at that. Look at that daily. Look at that daily on silver, guys. Came down, tag lows, held support, held 65. So what would your bias for silver be coming into today? Of course, longs. Oh yeah, this is beautiful, man. This is a great trade. Tag lows, close bullish, buys at 6 a.m. Yeah, that's a picture perfect trade right there. That is a picture perfect trade right there. That is probably nicer than it's kind of similar setup I was looking for in gold, but it's probably nicer there in silver. Look at that, clean. Kind of the same reason I was buying gold. But yeah, I would say yeah, silver was definitely nicer. Good job on the silver trade. I will probably manage risk soon here on Goldie. My reasoning for this trade is we spoke about in our Asia market call yesterday for price to come down and liquidate these lows. So you had nice shorts down into this level, but below this low, this is where we're speaking about price coming up to liquidate some highs. So you have a nice third touch of a trend line. So what do we like? We know with them trend lines is a lot of people try and short them trend lines, risk off the highs, but we're trying to buy up into that trend line. So I can take the trend line, I can mark on the highest point. That's going to become my liquidity level, and that's where I'm trying to buy gold up into. Now with this push that gold has had here, we could pull back a little bit more. So I am willing to manage risk here. You may pull back and create a sort of left shoulder, head, a deeper right shoulder around VWAP before potentially getting higher. So I am open to managing risk here. But big moves on gold yesterday, guys. We took like 2 small losses yesterday trying to sell gold here. We tried to short gold to come down for a bit of a retracement because we were overall bearish. However, fundamentals came out very, very strong for gold into pre-New York, where we took some very nice long trades. And again, you guys on Zoom, we called these longs in our pre-New York market call Came down, tagged lows, held support. So buys here at 12.30 up into this high here. There's like 740 ticks. So very small losses here. You absolutely made back the losses and some if you took that buy into New York session with me. It was a very, 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 very nice call. Then you pretty much ranged for, and that was by, 12:30 London time. Cool. Job done. Job done. Now let's get rid of some of these. I feel like my chart looks pretty messy, but there's not much on here. Let's see here on gold. What are we up to here? Let's see. I want to see if gold's going to hold this 4,400 level. If we break 4,400, I will just manage risk. I will manage risk. Yeah, 100% Alex. It's how I honestly trade gold every single day, man. Them trendline plays are perfect. How do you choose where you place stop loss? Some high volume node? No, price action. Price action. My stop loss is, so I was buying gold here pre-London on the break of these highs, getting in with the volume. I was getting in with the momentum. So my thought process was, as long as we hold above this resistance, I'm happy to hold the trade. This down here, this is just this is to keep me safe. This is like a worst case scenario. But really, my stop loss is any closure back below here. So I'm risking somewhere around here. But this is just down here to keep me safe. I wouldn't want to see price come this low, but you never know. Gold can do something crazy. News could come out like we did yesterday. And you could just aggressively sell off before I get a chance to manage on candle closures. So stop loss is just at this support as a safety net. But really, my exit on this trade is any closure back below 4,400. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Yep, absolutely. Works on it. Works on any instrument. Works on NQ. Works on gold. Works on silver. Works on so many markets, man. So many markets. So 2 levels for the day here on gold is price to come up into this 4,450 and longs up into 4,470. I'm just going to close this window, guys. It's a little bit noisy. Give me 2 seconds. All right, there we go. Let's see here. Let's see. We'll look at other markets as well. I just want to see how Goldie's going to play out here. Coming very close to my entry. We got London open in about 20 minutes as well. Was waiting for the hourly open up bearish, but it just opened bullish without a bottom wick. So waiting for pullback to be up to enter. Yeah, it did that a lot yesterday. It did it towards in the London session where we got squeezed out of a trade. Here, did it at 8 a.m. It did it again here with news at 11 a.m. And then it pretty much did it right here at 7 a.m., which is the reason I'm willing to manage this trade. Because I don't want to see in the last 10 minutes this hourly candle going from being very bullish to in the last 10 minutes wicking all the way right back down below. Because if we wick all the way back down below like this, at London open, we may get a bit of a pullback short down into these levels before maybe into New York session. You see that big push. Speaking of which, I will be on fast markets today as well, guys. You guys are going to be there for the New York Open. I will be on fast markets today, trading gold at the New York Open. So we'll see if we get this move in London or see if it comes to New York. But that's my that's the move I'm looking for today on gold. Looking for gold to come up and liquidate these highs. Big trend line coming down. Nice resistance sitting above. Great daily rejection. Just looking for a bit of a pullback. A little bit of a pullback on gold. Come up and maybe tag yesterday's high as a potential. But to be honest, I'm not even too interested in holding that high because these ranges are very, very, very big here. You know, this is a 500 tick range. 1 micro, the smallest size we can trade, that's a $500 trade. 1 mini, 5,000. Like these ranges are huge. Now up into these highs, 1 micro, $700. 1 mini, $7,000. These ranges are very, 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 very big. Very, very, very big. I'll be on that. Nice, Alex. Sounds good, man. Sounds good, man. I was long gold at 6 a.m. and I already secured 500 ticks. Thank you, Aaron. Amazing, man. That's all you. You were long at 5 a.m. Sorry, 6 a.m. Yeah, that was a great buy right there, man. Tag the lows, close bullish, nice upside target. So yeah, unfortunately I wasn't up that early, but that was a great buy. 600 ticks, fantastic work. Absolutely fantastic work. That was a great trade right there. Fantastic trade. Then pre-London moves are happening. The pre-London moves are happening. Same thing as silver. You know, great bullish daily bias on silver, holding 65, came down, liquidated a lot of lows. So same thing on silver today. I am looking for longs, for price to come up into like 71. However, there is the potential that you may pull back before getting that long. Because you can see same as gold. You're trying to form this sort of left shoulder, there's your head. Price could come back down for that right shoulder before you see longs into the New York session. So maybe there's some London shorts here on silver. But the thing with selling silver is we're overall looking for longs. So shorts is pretty risky. But let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's see. We've got London open about 15 minutes here as well. 15 minutes. There was some nice breakouts on gold yesterday. Look at this pre-London move, just super clean. Let's have a look and see what we got in terms of news today. Let's have a look. What do we have overnight? Let's see. Iran lawmaker rules out negotiations with Trump. That was 7 hours ago. You know, there was some news yesterday came out that the war was finally over, but I mean, from what I'm seeing here, it doesn't look like it. In terms of scheduled news for the day, Tuesday, 24th of March, 1:45 London time, there is manufacturing PMI, 1:45 London time. And then there's not much actually scheduled in this week. But as we know, scheduled in news and news coming out from the war and Trump are two very different things. Two very, very different things. So anything can happen. In these markets, you have to stay up to date with the news. That was why we saw that huge run on gold yesterday, around like 11 a.m. London time. You had a huge run. Huge run. Let's have a look. What do we have here? So this just came out. What was this? Just now. The dollar has seen gains ease, whilst US futures have swung back into positive territory. The latest reported rumor has said that the some Iran leader has agreed to negotiate with the US on an agreement. So it's putting a little bit more of a positive spin on the mood currently. S&P futures have turned losses to flat, with gradual gains even before the headline. Meanwhile, the dollar has lost some ground, with EURUSD climbing back to 1.16 on the day. Meanwhile, gold has also trimmed its climbs to be flat at 4,403, and silver is now up 0.4%. And the oil market, we're still seeing crude to be up over 2%, and Brent crude also keeping near 3% gains on the day. So there's already that's happened this morning. With these markets that we find ourselves, PA in the war, do you find you change your mindset or change how you take certain targets? Not really, to be honest, man. No, not really. I've kind of just been sticking to the same targets. I mean, the thing is with gold, the ranges are huge. Like, the ranges are absolutely massive. So I guess I've probably taken profit a little bit quicker. But not really, to be honest, man. Not really. Not too much. I guess, yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing that's changing during these times in the markets is just the ranges are so big, so I'm probably just taking profit quicker. That's probably the biggest thing. Hey, Aaron, can you recommend any courses or books that help me understand your trading style? Yes, I mean, I have a completely free 4-hour plus trading course, man. I've just sent the link in there. It's completely free. You can get access to my whole entire trading course going through absolutely everything for free. I go over Everything in the plan. So you can check it out there, man. Didn't take the previous hourly candle because the entry was worried about staying in the range. Yeah, I can see that, man. Still worried about the range down here, definitely. Yeah, which is fair enough. I can see that, man. It's fair enough. I think, you know, maybe waiting for this breakout and taking this 630 buy would have been nice. You can see here on gold, guys, we just came down, tagged previous 30-minute lows, and now you're breaking back higher. So there's that nice 30-minute liquidity grab. So if you want to get in long, there's your entry below them previous 30-minute lows. That's our liquidity continuation play. Come down, tag lows, and now you're going to see if you can squeeze this back higher here on Goldie. See if we can get to these highs. Stop out any early sellers here on gold. You basically came right back down to where my entry was. You've held 4,400. You've tagged previous 30-minute lows, so there was a great add there. I'm already in for 3 micros, which is pretty big in these ranges, so I'm personally not adding in more, but that right there was you had 1, 2, 3, like 5 rejections off this support. Now you're seeing gold squeeze high here. Look at this. And now we're squeezing high here on gold. But yeah, if you didn't like gold from down here, from the range, even though personally I think it was worth a shot because we're bullish daily bias and we grabbed a lot of lows. You know, you also had like a bit of a, you know, trend line coming down. You broke out. Maybe you take buys at, even from here, 630 on that 30-minute time frame was a great entry. So buys as this 30-minute breaks out, take longs here at 630, which is pretty much where I did it as well. Let me see if I can take one off at these highs here. Let's see if we squeeze this higher. On gold that you just mentioned, the 6 a.m. 1 hour candle took liquidity and closed bullish. The big wick doesn't really concern me here, like the big wick rejection to the highs, because you didn't really grab anything. Like you didn't grab any liquidity. If it wicked out these highs, then yeah, I wouldn't take the trade, but you didn't grab anything. And we also had a nice bullish upside target, so yeah, for me personally, I would be wanting to, I would want to buy that 6 a.m. candle. Because our our bias for the day is long anyway. Trump doing a lot of spoofing lately. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Sell signal then. I got in after the grab of the 30-minute. Had no. Yep, nice. Took the 30-minute flip. Nice. Was in for one. Have added a second on the pullback. Yep. Good work, Ben. Good work, man. Good work. Where do you check for latest news? I mean, you can do it here on Topstep if you want to. This comes direct from Financial Juice. A website that I use as well is just called Investing Live. Investing Live. It used to be called Forex Live, but now they've changed it to Investing Live. It's a decent site. It refreshes automatically as well. Can we look at NQ? Yeah, we can look at NQ, man. Absolutely. Let me just see how this Goldie's going to play here. We got London Open in 10 minutes as well. We can absolutely look at NQ. I'm usually only to get on the charts for NY lunch until close. Does your trading only work for opens? No, I don't trade opens, to be honest, man. I don't like, obviously I'm trading the London Open with you guys, but I don't trade just because it's the London Open. Like you can see, gold's had a great move here before London's even opened. My longs that I took into New York session yesterday, that was before New York had even opened. I don't really care about session open and closes on gold. I'm more about care about where gold is. Sometimes you can get moves on gold at London Open. Sometimes you get moves at pre-London. Sometimes you get moves at New York Open. Sometimes you get moves at pre-New York. Gold's not really a session-based instrument. If gold's at a good level, it's going to have a move. So that's why I find the best way to trade gold is using that hourly time frames. You don't have to sit there and watch it for, you know, every single hour. Like I'll look at the hourly time frame. I'll see if there's a trade. If there is, cool. I'll sit down and trade it. If not, you know, I'll go about my day. So I just got Phil taking one off there on gold, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna see if we can squeeze this high. There you go. Gold squeezing out them high. So any sellers here on gold getting squeezed out. People trying to short gold. Ideally, I believe you're going to see gold squeeze up into these highs here. Whether we get that high, we'll see. But that's my thought process. People trying to sell here, risking off this high. Why? Because you have that perfect third touch of a trend line here. 1, 2, 3. People try short here, risk off the second touch. That's what we love to play. me see your guys' questions. Yeah, we'll look at in Q. We'll look at silver as well, guys. We got London coming up in about 6 minutes as well. How much buffer to recommend someone to build up on a 50k XFA before taking a payout? Good question, man. Good question. There's a few things that go into it that I think is more than just a dollar amount. Personally, there's a few different things. Let me take one more there. That's a great move there on gold. That's a great move. Like I said, there's a few things that go into it. It's like a question of, have you ever had a payout before? If you've never had a payout, then don't chase too big of a buffer. If you've had payouts before and you have that resilience to want to work through it, then I try and give myself at least 2,000-3,000. So this is me here. Every payout you see here is me taking 50% at a time. So starting from the bottom down here, which is January, this is me taking out 50% at a time. So what I'm taking out here is what I have left in the buffer. So I took out $3,000. I got 3,000 buffer, $2,000, 2,000 buffer. I try and give myself at least like 1,500, 2,000. But don't, again, with that being said, don't try and chase a buffer. Don't chase buffers. And yeah, that silver trade was so nice, Sean. So nice, man. That was such a nice trade. The biggest thing with buffers is, like I say, don't chase buffers. If you get a good buffer and it happens, fantastic. But don't chase it too much. If you've never had a payout before, but you're eligible for a payout, reward yourself with something. It doesn't have to be a huge dollar amount, even if it's just a couple of $100. You let that hit your bank and you go, wow, fantastic. I actually made this from trading. That gives you the confidence and the motivation to want to continue pushing harder. Yeah, nice trade, Sean. Yeah, that silver trade was by far, again, I keep forgetting to trade silver, but that silver trade was by far much nicer than gold. Look at that. There's a huge trade right there. 1 micro. What's that? That's a huge trade. How much would you have got on that, Sean? At 1 micro, 2.7k. That's crazy. That was such a nice trade. Tag the lows, close bullish. You've obviously got a bullish daily bias today on silver. Why? Because you tagged the lows and actually closed bullish yesterday. So you tagged major lows, held support. So what's your idea for silver today? Of course, longs. Look at that right there. That is a great silver trade. What time is that? 6 a.m. as well. Pre-London having the moves there, guys. Look at that. That is a phenomenal trade. Either way, Sean, is a fantastic call, man. Fantastic call. The daily was so clean there. So clean. And again, daily was nicer than gold. Daily it's not too bad on gold. But the nice thing about silver's daily compared to gold's daily is silver tagged lows and actually closed bullish. Whereas gold, yeah, it did tag lows, but it still kind of closed bearish. That's not to say obviously you can still buy today, but I have much more confidence to buy today when I see the daily closing like this. Tag lows, closing bullish, fantastic. Very nice trade, man. Very nice trade. He tagged me on X. Nice. I'll have a look. Oh, let's have a look. I'll be done for the week. Was tempted to jump into my thunder when I realized I really liked it, but it's already pushed 60 ticks. Yeah. It was a very nice trade, man. Yeah, in the link that I sent Corey, there's videos about the daily bias, man. Yep. Quick question, Aaron. How do you manage to make over 100k this year? All your positions are so small. How do you manage to add that to hundreds of thousands? Let me show you, man. I can show you. I mean, you can, if I show you just, so this is a mix of Topstep. It's a mix of trading personal, and it's also a mix of stocks. So if I can show you, let me show you the video. So from the start of the year, that is from here. You guys can't see it because my massive head's in the way, but from here, you guys on YouTube, that's the start of the year. But if I show you guys, again, I don't claim to just make 100,000. I show you me making 100,000. If you go to, I don't know if it's going to play, but if you go to this reel here, not quite, that one there. I'm gonna go through it all right now, but this is where I go through everything. Don't just talk it, show it. Show all my top step payouts hit my bank. Go through my personal with my live regulated Australian broker, and I also go through all of my stock plays. And it adds up at the time of recording this to 112,000. It is much more than that now. But if you go watch that short, I go through everything. Like I say, I don't just say I've made 100,000 and not show you guys proof. I go through absolutely everything. So I would definitely say give it a watch. Absolutely give it a watch. That's AUD as well. It's probably close to 100k USD as well. My biggest profit so far this year has been personal stock plays. I've made, I don't know, what's GBP to my stock accounts in GBP, so like probably like close to 80,000 US trading stocks. You tagged me on X. Let's have a look. Goldie, come back down here. We've got London Open in 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, nice. Look at this. Wow, amazing. What a trade. Just passed my combine yesterday. First trade on silver. Booked 140 ticks. Entered on. Wow, look at that. What a trade. What a trade. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. That was just such a nice trade. Such a nice trade. Great trade, man. Great trade. Absolutely beautiful trade. Very, very nice. You guys want to send me some trades? You know, remember, if you tag me at the Aaron Trades, tag Topstep TV, hashtag London Open, I will see your guys' positions. Look at this. If you do it like this, hashtag London Open at Topstep TV, at myself as well, I can see your guys' charts. There we go. I'm out there on gold, guys. I'm out there. So hourly candle here has closed very nice and bullish. So to me, there's still more upside to come here on gold. To me, there's still more upside. We've closed nice and bullish. We haven't liquidated the highs from yesterday, which to me, the more you reject from here, the more likely you are to see gold squeeze higher. So this is very nice here. Look at this instant bottom wick here as well. Nice, nice exit there. Let's see. I still like these longs. I like buys on gold for the whole entire next hour. Why? Because we've just closed bullish for 2 hours. So if we've just closed bullish for 2 hours, the way that I'm going to trade the next hour is buying. Now, where could we get long? Maybe below these hourly lows. Let's see if we can get long below these hourly lows, or maybe buy the flip of this hourly. So there's still nice upside here on gold, guys. We may get in a potential another entry. Yeah, it's not bad, is it, Andy? Not bad, man. Not bad. I wish I took it on my funded. The reason I didn't take it on my funded is because I just took the 30-minute breakout and kind of went for my morning walk. I was hoping it wasn't going to do very much. Thoughts on the hourly fake out 6 hours ago in Asia? Hourly fake out 6 hours ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is nice. You could have taken this hourly fake out here at 3 a.m. You would have taken it as soon as it didn't drive, close back below. You can cut the loss. So you definitely, I think that's worth a shot. You tag lows, you close bullish. Like, why would we not take that trade? You would have your stop loss down here, but as soon as it actually closes bearish, I'd probably be looking to cut the trade there straight away. What would that be? Like around minus 184 ticks. If you took that trade and you took a loss, I like that trade. Minus 184 ticks. As soon as it becomes valid again, you know, I would give the trade another chance. I would get straight back in. So you made back, you know, minus 184 ticks and some. So you could have, yeah, easily, absolutely. I think this is definitely a valid trade. I also think it's a very valid loss. I can't look at this and go, oh yeah, you know, if you'd put your stop loss there, you could have held it. Giving you guys the most neutral perspective ever. Yeah, I would have closed that trade straight away. Take the minus $180 loss. Who cares? Wait for the next hour. Cool. Hourly closed bearish. Fine. Wait for the next hour. Tag lows, close bullish. Fantastic. Get straight back in. Make back the loss and some. In a single hour, you've made back the loss and you're up, you know, 300 plus ticks, which is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Let me have a look at this 5-minute chart. Down 350. What did you have, man? What did you have? What entries? Share some charts if you want to, man. Think about swing trades. We can have a look, man. We can have a look. I don't think there's much swing trades right now, but we can have a look. Took a loss on that trade once the hourly closed bearish. If you took a loss on this one, Matt, nice trade, man. Good trade. That's a good loss. Remember, losing doesn't mean we necessarily did something wrong. That's a good loss right there. If you took that trade, that's a good loss. But remember, in these markets, it's not about being right or wrong. If you're wrong, fine, accept it. Wait for the hourly to close. Cool, hourly closed bearish, fine. I'm not going to trade the 5 a.m. candle. I'll let 5 a.m. close. Tag lows, close bullish, cool. Buys at 6 a.m. If you want to actively manage positions, you have to be willing to actively get right back in. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, well, there's your entry. There's your stop, leave the trade. And you're targeting up here. You're still in the trade. Let's have a look at NQ, guys. I want to see if gold can get down to these hourly lows before we get right back in. It's an instant bottom wick as well here. Down 350. Yeah, share some setups, man. We can fire it on and have a look. Remember, guys, it's not about winning and losing in these streams. It's about if you guys have taken a loss or you've taken a winning trade, share it. We'll fire it up. Don't be embarrassed to share losses, guys. It's part of the business. I took 2 losses yesterday. It's part of the game. Part of the game. So let's have a look at NQ. You guys are looking at NQ. Let me see. But the silver 30-minute closed right at resistance. How's that a breakout trade? Which one, man? Silver closed 30-minute right at resistance. Which one? This one? I mean, you closed right at resistance without liquidating any highs. That's you closed right at resistance, but look how bullish that candle is. You broke above all of this. You broke back above this, where you'd previously broken back below. So you broke this support, you broke right back above. Just because you haven't broken above this highest point, that doesn't mean this candle's still not a breakout. To me, this is a great breakout candle. It's probably the most bullish candle we've seen for the whole entire day so far in silver, with a bullish bias. That's the most important part, is you have a bullish daily bias. But you could say this on silver, this isn't a breakout because maybe you were looking at this, which is kind of true. Like, that's not wrong. But I would be looking at the breakout from here. Like, here was my support. You broke the support, and you instantly broke right back above with a huge engulfing candle. You engulfed the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, 8 candles worth of price action. So to me, this was absolutely a valid buy here on silver. That was a great buy. A very, very, very good buy. Let's have a look at NQ here, guys. We've got silver squeezing lower. We've got gold trying to flip bullish. Can you share your loss from yesterday? Yes, it was on the live stream, man. We can have a look at it, absolutely. The thing I could have done to avoid the loss yesterday was to stop trading the 5-minute. But obviously it's very tough because I'm trying to take trades with you guys, so I can't say that I don't trade the 5-minute because we're trying to take trades together so you guys can see the plan playing out. But to avoid my loss yesterday, I could have just not traded the 5-minute. But it was on stream yesterday. If you want to go back and watch it, I was trying to short gold for a bit of a pullback to come back down into 4,200. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Took two small losses. Still ended the day up green, but took 2 small losses. Let's have a look. Daily time frame here on NQ. Let's get rid of this. It's getting a bit messy here on NQ. So what do? We had a bit of a gap down. We had bullish news that was starting to pause the war. We saw stocks push higher. I had a great day on stocks yesterday. NQ ended up pushing higher. And we've closed with a nice bullish candle. Now, the only thing is, with this on NQ, we are still holding resistance like this. We are still holding resistance. But what could we say here on NQ? Let's see. Intraday price action. Again, look at this pre-London tag lows, closing bullish. It's kind of hard because it feels like I'm always saying this in hindsight. But you guys who want to trade NQ in London, like I say every day, guys, you have to trade NQ 5, 6 a.m. London time. Look at this. 5 a.m., tag lows, hold support. So what are you doing here at 6 a.m.? You're buying. Right back up into NQ to potentially come out and squeeze these highs here. Around 24,550-ish. You'd be looking for NQ to come up and squeeze these highs. So NQ's already had a great push here, which is what we see pretty much every single day. NQ absolutely loves them pre-London pushes. I do believe you'll see NQ squeeze high though. In London into New York, you know, we'll see what happens. So you did have a nice breakout yesterday, but look at this. You also wicked out a lot of highs, held 24,750, and instantly found resistance. You ended up selling back off, you know, almost 2%. 2%. But as it stands, yeah, I think we could see this come higher. So I would be watching yesterday's high as a potential target. But for intraday London targets, I would be just watching this first high here, around that 24,540 level. Yeah, this is a very good question, man. How much weight do you give to us being below the 200-day SMA regarding? Can I put it on here? Yeah, it's actually very important. It's kind of the reason that I am wondering if there is potential more downside on stocks on the higher time frame. Where are we? Where are we gone? Like this is a, you know, this 200 moving average is huge. I don't know why it's not coming all the way. Why is it not coming all the way across? I don't know why it's not coming all the way across. Let me see if I go weekly maybe. Don't know why it's not coming across, but yeah, the 200 moving average gets respected very well. And whenever we're trading below it, it can open up a lot of downside. It can open up a lot of downside, especially for stocks. Let's see if we can, will it keep it on ES? Can I see it properly? Oh yeah, is that 200 days? Is that 200 days from there? I guess it is. But usually if I put it here on my, let me see if I can do it here. I have one here that I use on my trading view chart that will show it for long. Let me see if I can get it on here. Let me see if I get it on this chart here. No, I can't really get it on my trading view either. But yeah, that's what could potentially give stocks more downside. It's a very big make or break level right now. Personally, I have started buying stocks at some nice levels, but yeah, it's very interesting to see. Let me get rid of this. Especially with this daily time frame, you know, tagging highs, you're still holding resistance. Like, it's going to be a very big day on NQ, same as ES. See if we're going to break above a lot of these levels or we're going to hold this resistance and continue selling off. To me, there is still a lot of room for downside on ES and NQ as well. But again, it all depends on how we're going to go fundamentally. But if you look at this on a higher time frame, there is a lot of levels where NQ could retrace down into before you do get that maybe big move higher on stocks. Like even to come back down here into 20,000 wouldn't really be that surprising. But we'll see. We'll see how today goes. Good thing about the intraday trading here is we don't really have to worry about that too much. But for me personally, I have started to buy stocks. Yeah, it's not eligible in most countries, man. Not in most countries, not in all countries. What was the most important change you made trading next to your day job? Focusing on the high time frame, man. High time frame. In my... Oh, Goldie's starting to flip high here. When I was... Is there more longs here on gold? Let me see. Gold hourly starting to flip back bullish. Silver not quite getting back bullish. But this gold has gone from being... Coming down for that nice bottom wick. Leaving that rejection. You may squeeze higher. You may squeeze higher here on gold. Remember, we're looking at target gold all the way up into 4,451. The biggest change that I made was, yeah, not trying to scalp. And it's kind of the way that I like to trade now. Even the fact that I can sit here and watch the charts all day, I still don't like to, because my most consistent way to trade is focusing on 30-minute hourly candle closures. So what I would say to you guys who are trying to transition, or you have a busy life, don't even worry about scalping. Focus on day trading. You're in and out within the same day. Like, I'm not a scalper. Like there was a guy the other day that was complaining that I'm not taking trades every day on streams. Like I could wait 3-4 hours for my trade, take it and hold it for 2-3 hours and not even worry about it. My style isn't scalping, which to be honest I think works well for most people. But when I went into full-time trading, yeah, I was more swing trading. You know, I was holding trades for a couple of days to 2-3 weeks maybe. I can hold that long if I walk away from my computer. Yeah, I mean, same Tim, and that's honestly the best trades, to be honest, man. The best trades are on gold. You don't have to sit there and watch gold every single 5-minute candle go up and down. I think trading like something like NQ at the New York Open is a completely different story, but for trading gold, gold doesn't move as fast as we think. Like gold to me gives the cleanest setups on the hourly and 30-minute breakouts. Same as this trade that we took into the New York session yesterday. I called this on the pre-New York market call. You came down, tagged lows, held support at 12 o'clock. So over here, you're buying, you're risking off the lows, you're targeting here. Like you don't need to sit and watch that play out. You take it, you set your alerts, and you go about your day. You don't need to sit and watch that play out. That is honestly some of my best trades on gold. It's the way that I hold the trades the longest as well. It's just setting my alerts and letting it play out. If my alerts aren't going off, there's nothing to worry about. If my alerts go off, cool, it's time for me to close the trade at a win or loss. Hi Aaron, hey man. I usually use DR/IDR framework for analysis on the initial balance. But on the session, I should begin at 3 p.m. sometime until... I'm not really too sure. I'm not really too sure. It's not something I use most, so it's kind of hard for me to say. Hey Aaron, you look at this current hour candle to take out the previous before entering. I mean, you can, if you want to get this trade, yeah, for me personally, I'm already up here. If I want to give this another chance, yeah, I'd like to get long below these previous hourly lows. But if you're still flat on the day, I mean, buying from this support into that hourly flip is kind of playing out nicely. We're really trying to target gold all the way up into here. So anywhere around this current hourly flip, to be honest, is a good entry. Is a nice entry. Often find that my first trade of the day is the correct one, and I should walk away. Can't resist. Yeah, then regret. Yep, definitely. I mean, again, it's also the best way to get the payouts is if you get your one winning trade of the day, just be done. Be done. Go about your day. Who cares what the market's doing? Same as is Tom here today? I don't know if Tom's here today. Tom's enjoying life. Is Tom here? Oh yeah, Tom's here. I was about to say, yeah, that's exactly what Tom's been doing. He's been taking the interview with Tom's coming out this weekend as well. That's what Tom's doing. He's been taking his winning trade and being done for the day. And we actually spoke about this in the interview as well. Takes his winning trade and done. Doesn't even think about the charts the rest of the day, which is the best mindset to have. Because if you think about the charts throughout the whole entire day, you're going to be stressed all day long. And it's completely unnecessary. It doesn't pay. Like I traded with you guys for an hour and a half in the morning. As soon as I get off the stream, I'm going to the gym, I'm walking the dog, I'm going for a coffee. Like I'm doing absolutely anything than being sat in front of these charts. And I'm setting my alerts and I'm managing hourly candle closes as I go about my day. Like I don't need to sit here and watch it play out the whole entire day. I know what I want to see. Now I'm just letting the markets come to me. This might not be everyone's preferred style, but for me it's the best style to trade gold and it's the best style to get the consistent payouts. 5 up for the day, all locked out. Yes, amazing, Tom. Amazing. Did you, this morning, Tom, I think, did I see your notification come up? You get another payout today or something? You get another payout? Keen to watch this interview? Yeah, absolutely. I will post the interview of Tom on Friday. Correct. That's insane, Tom. How many is that? 9? 9 payouts? Yeah, with the request tomorrow, how many is that including tomorrow's one, man? 9 payouts. That's insane. 9 payouts coming for Tom. You guys on YouTube, I have an interview coming out with Tom on Friday as well. I'll post it on our Friday stream. Stop teasing us, Aaron. Get the interview posted. 6 since last Monday. Yeah, absolutely insane. But like I say, guys, the reason that we're doing the interview with Tom is because 2 months ago, Tom was very, very far away from that step. In a very dark place from trading to now, getting them insane payouts and showing me all of them as well. So yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal, man. Very dark times, yeah, which trading can absolutely do for you, but we break down into how to overcome it, because that's the most important part. And there's a lot of credit in there as well, because it wasn't just a quick fix, wake up one day, everything's fixed. It's like Tom put the time and dedication to actually refining it and doing everything properly. Everything properly. There are certain fundamental things to know about gold before taking it, although particularly about gold market that one should know about. I mean, the biggest thing to see with gold is what's happening with the war. Safe haven flows of the gold is very important. But you can see, like gold yesterday, there was de-escalation of war and gold still had a great pump. For intraday trading, you know, it's good to be aware, but you don't have to be, you know, watching. Here, I'll give you an example. I'm laughing because this is something I used to do and I was stressed all the time. It's like when I first got into trading gold and day trading gold more, I used to sit there with my chart up on like Bloomberg on the TV. And it was so stressful. It was also so completely unnecessary. Thinking that some sort of Bloomberg headline would give me a decision to make trading for gold, and it just made me so stressed. So honestly, just focus on the price action. Be aware of the overall fundamental view of gold, but you don't need to sit and watch live market news coming out. Yeah, refreshing the news every minute. Yeah, literally. Wait for a new headline on Bloomberg. Felt like I thought it was like a right professional. Bloomberg playing in the background, trading gold. Just focus on price action of gold. Have an overall understanding of the markets and focus on price action. Have you ever been hit with a gap down against your position while swing trading? Terrifies me. No, not really, Ben. Not really. Not for gold, man. Not for gold. You very rarely see gaps on gold. Very, very, very rarely. Just, you know, when I very first got into trading, now we're really going back like 8-9 years. I very first got into trading through the idea of trading penny stocks, and the reason I stopped is for that exact reason. Is because you can gap down, a small cap stock can be selling off and you cannot get out of that trade. So from that situation, yeah, that is very, very stressful. I stopped that pretty quick. But for gold, no, not for gold, man. Gold never really has crazy gap downs that you can't manage a position. Let's see, silver breaking lower, we got gold coming down. If gold finds support here, there's potential longs. We got gold coming for them previous hourly lows. Oh, nice, yeah, nice breakdown on NQL. Nice little trend line coming up. Nice squeeze. Did you short a 1 minute trend line? Look, I'll show you Allah's trade before he even talks about it. This is Allah's trade. Trend line coming up. But Allah short like around this 817. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Damn. This is where if gold finds support from here, guys, below the previous hourly lows, this is where I'm looking to buy gold. All the way up into 4,450. Oh, this is a great question, man. This is a great question. What would your advice? What did I? You guys can hear me? My screen just like froze for a sec. Oh, you guys on YouTube, you don't have any background music. What the hell? Do you want background music? Maybe not. I just realized. You guys can hear me all good? Yeah, cool. We'll try again. What advice would you give to your younger self when you were an unprofitable trader? Man, this is a great question. This is a really, really good question. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I would tell my younger self. The biggest thing is I would say, stop trying to rush the process. Stop trying to chase the money. Stop trying to get rich quick. Stop trying to force P&L. Stop trying to chase trade. Stop thinking the markets move so quick. And if you don't get in right now, you're going to miss the move. That's the biggest thing that held me back for so long in trading, is always chasing a dollar amount as opposed to focusing on just becoming a good trader and taking good trades. So like I always say to you guys, you know, you focus on taking good trades, you're going to make money. That's the business that we're in. You focus on taking good trades, you take good positions, you make good decisions, you're going to make money. But the more you try and chase the P&L, you try and chase a certain dollar amount, the harder and longer it's going to take. And I think that's probably why I wasted 2 years in trading, going round and round and round in circles, because I was obsessed with chasing a dollar amount or chasing to quit my job. But the more you chase, the harder it is. I said this in one of my reels recently. The best way to get good payouts and good, consistent, good trades is just by learning to just not care as much. Just don't care about the money. And that's why I say to you guys, hide your balance. Change the charts from dollars to ticks and just focus on the candlesticks. Remove the emotional attachment to the money as much as you can. But with that being said, you know, for me anyway, some people might learn these mistakes from a book, but I had to make my own mistakes to feel that pain to be able to actually learn from it. So there's a lot of things that I would say to my younger self, don't do. But unfortunately, I feel like trading is just one of them things where you just have to do it to feel that pain to be able to learn from it. But the biggest thing is yeah, just don't try and rush it all the time. You know, I'm trying to take a lifelong career into like a couple of months. It's like it's not how we should treat this game. This is a great short, Alad. Nice short, man. Great short. Yep, exactly. Work on the psychology side as much as the strategy. Yes, 100%, man. 100%. Yep, 100%. I didn't care about the trading psychology side when I started trading at all. All I cared about was learning a secret strategy with secret indicators, blah, blah, blah. But the biggest thing in trading is like mastering yourself. And like I say, that does just come with time. If gold breaks down here, guys, you may come all the way back down to retest this view app. Which, if it does, that could give great buys for later on. Very, very, very good buys. We'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of things I would say to my young self do different. But would I do my journey any different? Not really. I don't think I would change anything. Obviously, I wouldn't fall victim to the scams in the early days, that's for sure. But in terms of like when I actually started trading properly, there's not much I would change. And also remember as well, like don't compare yourself to other people. Like trading is such a bad thing to compare your payouts to someone else's payout or to compare your journey to someone else's journey. It might take someone 6 months, it might take someone 6 years, it might take someone 2 years, but don't care about how long it took someone else. As long as you're making progression every single day, that's all that matters. I would always, you know, example, I would have like a losing day. I would go onto Instagram and see someone winning. I'd be like, oh, what are they doing? I need to do what they're doing. And then I would always jump from strategy to strategy to strategy. Whereas like, it doesn't care what anyone else is doing. You're on your own journey. As long as you're progressing every single day, every single week, every single month, that's all that matters. Me with Tom. Yeah, and that's the thing. Even with the interview that I'm going to do with Tom, you don't want to compare yourself to Tom. You want to look at the things that Tom changed so you can actually make them changes. Let's have a look. Gold trying to find some support. If we get back above 4,400, I'm going to take some more buys on gold. Nice sell off there on NQ. Good call, Alad. Silver. Let's have a look. Hourly time frame. Wow, look at that. No hourly top wick. Bit of a gap down there on silver. We are all on our own journey. Exactly. The things you want to take from the interview of Tom this weekend is the changes that he actually made. That's the biggest thing. How do you manage swing trades on stocks if they start going against you? Do you have a stop, or do you keep averaging down lower if it starts going against you? If you're in a good company, it depends on the company. If it's a good company, like let's say I'm buying Meta, and it goes down, yeah, I'll buy some more. As long as fundamentally it doesn't make sense to not close a trade, yeah, I will keep holding. Unless something like catastrophic changes, then I'll accept the loss and get out of it. But if it's a good company that I want a dollar cost average in, you know, the difference is like I say trading stocks, I'm investing in stocks. I'm not day trading, like I'm not trading stocks. Or, you know, I'll get out at major support and resistance levels and key levels, but if it's a good company that I believe I can see long-term value in, then I'll add in little bits maybe every month. For instance, Meta, I'm trying to buy Meta up into like 800. Whether I hold that long, we'll see. even if I play Meta back up into 700, I'm going to make a decent amount of money. But a lot of people are seeing that. A lot of people are saying they'll see Meta at like, you know, plus 900. Personally, I don't care to think that far ahead. But because it's a good stock that I believe in, yeah, I'll keep averaging it into Meta. Unless anything changes, then, you know, you can take your losses. A good example was Netflix. Let me see if I can show you guys this. We got time here on Goldie. Let me just see if I can show you guys this. This was the Netflix trade I took. I'm fully out of Netflix now. I got out of Netflix right around that 90 region. But to me, Netflix was a great company, good projections, good levels. So I took some initial buys on Netflix around that 84-ish. Bought some more down here at like 80s because it was just such a good level to the left. And I would have been happy to, you know, maybe hold this down into 70, or I would have bought a little bit more. But now I'm fully out of Netflix. Got out of Netflix like a perfect point. Shared this all in Discord as well. Shared all my Netflix buys in Discord and my exits. Got out of Netflix at literally like the perfect point. Because that $100 region, nice psychological level, previous resistance to the left, was a good reason for me to exit. Same as if we have a look at Meta as well. I'm long Meta like somewhere around like 6 to 8-ish. I'm not sure exactly, somewhere around there. I will buy more Meta if we come down and tag lows from the 17th of November. And I'm trying to play this whole entire range. And people might hold it up into all-time highs. Personally, I won't. Let me move this over here. Let me bring you guys back. You guys on Zoom, let me get you back. There you go. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Please ignore what I do if you feel like that. Just posting exactly on that. It's amazing to see what's possible when you start to take it serious and change things around. You stick to your loss limits. You stick to your emotional journal. You stick to tracking everything. That's what happens when you start treating trading like a profession, not a gamble. Look at yes. Yep, we can look at yes. Let's have a look. Daily time frame again. You know, huge support, broke back above 6,600. I would like ES to squeeze higher. Where would I like to get long on ES? We kind of have some nice support down here. Maybe you can squeeze a little bit lower, back down into 66.20-ish. I would like to see if you can get some longs. Well, yeah, same as NQ. If we look at NQ here, if you squeeze down more in London, New York, you may get some nice longs up into 24,500 again. But for London, I think you'll probably see NQ continue to squeeze a little bit lower. A little bit lower. Hey, from Coffs Harbour. Nice, man. Nice. What up, man? What up? Did you get out your gold? Trying to find support here, guys. Remember, could have buys. Did you get out your shorts on NQ, Alad? Are you still holding? That was a great short, to be honest. It was a very nice short. What did you get there? Was that 60 points? Yeah, the indicators, I don't use, I'm out short and sharp. Yeah, great trade, Alad. Great trade, man. That was a great scalp on NQ. Indicators, yeah, no, these lines here, these aren't indicators, man. These are my liquidity levels. So this is all this is actually just a trend line here on the left, and I've just changed it to a dotted line. That's my liquidity levels. The reason I have these liquidity levels marked on is because at the start of the stream I was long gold. I was long gold up into these levels. The reason I'm watching these highs here is because this is like a perfect third touch of a trend line coming down. Now, the way I like to trade trend lines is most people trying to short that third touch of a trend line. I'm trying to buy up into that trend line. So they become my liquidity points. So I get the trend line like this. Here's my 1, 2, 3. Get rid of the trend line and just mark on the highest and second point. That becomes my liquidity levels. Same as shorts yesterday in the Asian market. Price to come down and grab these lows before getting long. They're just liquidity levels that I'm trying to target for the day. So these are my targets. I'm not waiting for price to get up in there before going short. This is where I want to be buying up into today. I want to be buying up into these levels. Bro, Euro short, please tell your views. Euro, yeah, I can have a look. We got time, man. We got time. We just had that 30-minute close. Let's have a quick look. I think the 30 minutes still closed. Yeah, 30 minutes closed very bearish on gold, guys. Very bearish. So I'm not going to buy gold yet. If I want to buy gold, guys, all I want to see is a 30-minute closure back above. You reclose back above on gold on the 30-minute, you could have nice longs at 9 a.m. Right now, I don't want to buy gold yet. Let's have a look at the euro. Euro. Let's see. You said Euro short, but I mean, I'll just give you my thought process. So let's get rid of all these levels here. What we do on the high time frame on the euro, I haven't looked at this amount, so I need some higher time frame context. So we've been in a huge range, one big massive range. We've liquidated the highs of the range. We're now at the lowest point of the range. We had a bullish engulfing closure last week, closed back above 1.56, 1.15, which is a very, very big level. Look at this. These levels are very big on currencies. So you had this new huge support, broke it. So you broke below, but right back above. So to me, that's a nice bullish sign overall. Yesterday, we had the news with Trump, so we tagged lows, we closed bullish. So for me personally, I'd be looking to buy euro up into at least yesterday's high. Lower time frame, let's have a look. What are we doing here on the euro? So you kind of crept down lower, sold off, huge run back higher, and now you're creeping down, and it looks like you're kind of ranging in here. So I would say keep it simple on currencies, don't overcomplicate it too much. You have nice support back down there at 1.16250-ish, and you're kind of forming some nice resistance here at 1.65-ish, call it 1.65. So this would be where I'd be careful. I would say if the euro can break above this resistance, then I would look for longs up into the daily high, which could give a very nice range play. But keep an eye on the fundamentals for the euro, because it's very, very, very big, same as gold. Maybe maybe you retrace some of this big move up. But overall, personally, I wouldn't want to be selling. Just my personal outlook. I wouldn't want to be selling the euro. Why do I not want to be selling the euro? Well, look at the daily time frame. Huge bullish candle, doji, tag the lows. Again, bullish breakout. So to me, if I look at this from a complete neutral perspective, this almost looks like, to me, this kind of looks like we are forming. It'll be interesting to see how we'll look at this tomorrow and see how it plays out. But to me, this looks like this could be a bit of a bottom wick to come and squeeze back higher. That's how I would be anticipating this daily time frame could look on the euro. Because look at where we're coming into. Very, very, very big support. We bounced off big support down here. We hit some nice daily lows. We broke back higher. So I would be looking to see if this daily can flip bullish and come back up and tag yesterday's high. That's what I'll be looking at for there on the euro. Again, I don't day trade the euro. I used to swing trade the euro, but I don't day trade it. So that's just my personal neutral bias outlook. I couldn't care less if the euro goes up or down. So that's just my completely neutral perspective, man. But again, if you're seeing shorts and I'm seeing longs, don't let me talk you out of your trade, man. If you see a trade, it follows your plan, it follows your rules, you take the trade, regardless of what I think. 30-minute fake out, potential buys coming on gold as well, guys. 30-minute fake out buys, out short and sharp. Yeah, nice trade, man. Nice trade. NQ longs could be good. NQ longs could be really nice. Silver, I really need to keep an eye on silver more. Yeah, silver, look at that, hitting nice hourly lows. Not quite. Hitting 30 lows, you get back above. Potential longs. Yeah, no hourly top wick on silver. No hourly top wick means price could come right back up for that level. So you may see some longs on silver. Let's have a look. Keep an eye on silver as well. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, if you get a bit of a breakout on silver, there may be some longs up into that hourly open and back up into 71. So longs on silver today into 71. Longs on gold up into 44.50. Keep an eye on these levels throughout the rest of your day, guys, because they don't have to play out right here in the hour that we're here for. They can play out throughout the whole entire day. And like I said, guys, we'll be on fast markets today as well. So if you guys are around, be sure to tune into the New York session. We'll probably trade the XFA as well. Let's see, man. Let's see. Yeah, I'd get off the 5 minute, man. I would don't even trade the 5 minute. I completely get off the 5 minute. Don't even trade the 5 minute. There's no reason to be trading the 5 minute. But I mean, this stop loss placement on this trader is definitely too tight. Definitely too tight. And you're also, you know, you're trading at the last like couple of 5 minutes of the hourly time frame. So this is why the hour high time frame is so much more important. This 5 minute doesn't matter. What's more important is you're about to get the hourly close, so just wait for the hourly close. And you actually could have just bought off this support and played up and there. You would have made great returns. You could have also saved yourself this loss as well. I also wouldn't take that trade. Again, tagging lows, closing bullish on the 5 minutes, that's not enough to take a trade, man. Don't even, honestly, you guys who are trying to get comfortable with strat sometimes don't trade the 5 minute. Don't even look at the 5 minute. If you compare all these trades to just higher time frame, wouldn't have missed anything. I remember you also kind of trading the 5 minute after gold's already had such a great move up here. If you want to trade lower time frame on gold, you know, trade the 30 minute if you want to. Trade the 30 minute. Don't trade the 5 minute. You see this 30 minute tag and highs and holding resistance, you wouldn't be dropping down to the 5 minute of this 8 AM open to look for longs. Or if you were looking for longs, trade locations key, like me, minimum 4,000 is where I start looking for longs. This is an evening start to go short down into previous hourly lows. So I think a lot of them trades could be avoidable, man. That's for sure. Good to see you share the chart, but I honestly, man, get off that 5 minute. Don't even look at the 5 minute until you're making money trading hourly and 30 minute. Don't even look at the 5 minute. What time frames do you recommend? Yeah, that's honestly, that's pretty much what I'm saying here. My favorite time frames to trade gold, daily bias, extremely important, and then hourly 30 minute. That's it. You know, I use the 5 minute trade here with you guys because I'm trying to take quicker trades. But whenever I'm not on here with you guys, same as the trade that we took into the New York session yesterday, here, called these longs into New York session, 30 minute morning star, clear upside targets, 500 plus takes, job done. Yeah, that's so true, Alad. Yeah, stop saying that to yourself. Yeah, don't say that to yourself, man. Yeah, exactly. You're impatient. Not exactly. This is a very good point, Alad. Very good point. You can't. Don't talk yourself bad if you do something stupid. That's my favorite time frames to trade gold. But remember, if you want to trade the 30 minute hourly time frame, you have to be able to hold them trades. A lot of people will say to themselves, you know what, I'm going to start trading the hourly time frame, and then they'll close their winning trade after 5 minutes. If you want to hold them winning trades for as long as you can. My average time hold on my XFA is like around 35 minutes. And to me, that's the best way to trade gold. You know, you can take 5 minute trades on gold, but whenever you guys see me trading the 5 minute, same as yesterday, same as all the times we've taken some nice trades, I'm trading the 5 minute based off the higher time frame. Like, I'm not taking a 5 minute morning star because it's a 5 minute morning star. I'm taking a 5 minute morning star because I've had a 30 minute breakout, and that's a 30 minute bottom wick, for example, which is the buy on the 5 minute I took earlier. That long there wasn't a 5 minute morning star. It was a 30 minute bottom wick after a 30 minute breakout. So I'm able to trade the 5 minute by remembering the back of my mind what's going on in the high time frame. But for you guys, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Execute 30 minute hourly time frame and just let the trades play out. To me, it's the best way to trade gold. See, like right now on gold, you know, gold's starting to get a nice bit of bullishness here. Now, the reason I would look for longs on gold isn't just because you're getting a bit of a 5 minute breakout. It's because the hourly's gone from being very bearish to all of a sudden we're starting to get a bit of a wick rejection. And I know the previous hourly also closed very nice and bullish. So coming into this hour, I'm looking for longs. So I have my high time frame in the back of my mind before I'm even looking at the 5 minute here. Do you prefer London or New York? I don't really have a preference, to be honest, man. I like both. I like both. I don't really have a preference. I do think it depends. If Asia's had a big move, London can be quiet. If Asia's been quiet, then London could be good. It all depends on how the day's played out so far, to be honest. But the thing is with London, you know, the London session isn't for the, you know, hour and whatever that we're here together. London, if you want to trade London, you should be trading London like Tom does from like 5 a.m. London time. And you can trade London all the way until, you know, 12 o'clock London time. London isn't just at the open. Like you see these great moves here at London this morning. It is a phenomenal move up here. That's why if you haven't got this move up here, if you didn't get this great trending move up here that we all know was a nice move, and you start trading here, well, that's the risk that you have to take. That's the risk you have to accept, that if you want to trade after that big and nicer move, gold could go sideways for quite some time, maybe even pull back a little bit more. Before then, you get that next big move. So London open specifically all depends on how we've moved pre-London and in Asia. Because you've already had this great pre-move up, pre-London move up, pre-London open, great move up. So of course, it doesn't matter if it's London open, New York open, gold's going to range. Same as New York yesterday. Gold had a great move up pre-New York. So New York actually ended up creating a pretty big range. Same thing here. Same thing. So personally, I don't care about sessions. I don't care about London. I don't care about Asia. I don't care about New York. I just care about where gold is. But you do get a lot of good moves on gold at pre-London. Pre-London 5 a.m. onwards, I really like, yeah, 100%. Same as me, Tom. When I was back in Australia, I was watching gold from around like 2 p.m. Brisbane time, which was like around, yeah, I think like that 4 to 5 a.m. London time. To me, it's the nicest time to trade gold. Do you journal your trades? I don't journal as much anymore, but I used to journal absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. So YouTube guys, I will wrap up here guys, because we are going on fast markets later on as well. So if you guys are around for the New York session, be sure to tune in. For the rest of the day guys, you guys know what I'm looking for. Whether it happens here in London or maybe it happens into the New York session, I am looking for gold longs up into 4,450. Hopefully gold now ranges for the rest of the London session, then we can get the buys together for fast markets. So if you guys are around for the New York session, I'll absolutely see you there. Nice pre-London buys here on gold. If you guys did take some of the buys with me, well done. It was a great call. I do still think we'll get some nice upside targets on gold, but I want to wait for at least a 30-minute fake out. So you may have some more buys on gold around like 9 to 9:30 London time. If not, I'll see you guys same time again tomorrow. Appreciate you guys taking time to join. Remember, drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Trade safe. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.